Hi guys, how are you doing today? Welcome back to Random Lifestyle Vlog. If you're new here, my name is Paulina. This channel is all about beauty. We talk about fragrances, makeup, skincare. We do some unboxings and a little bit of vlogging as well. So if that sounds interesting to you, please consider subscribing. So today we have a makeup category video. So today I'm going to review this Natasha Denona Pastel palette for you. There are like very polarizing views on YouTube about this particular palette. There are many people who love it, there are many people who hate it or just dislike it, but it seems like this one is actually quite controversial. So I decided to just put my thoughts out there as well, especially considering the fact that I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just like a makeup passionate, and if you are just like me, there are like certain palettes that are obviously a little bit more difficult to work with. So this is my point of view. I'm trying to always look at how easy the palette is to work with. So no matter how experienced you are, even if you're a complete beginner, I kind of will try and give you my thoughts about how easy this is to work or how user-friendly it is and if it's worth the money in the end. Okay, so as you can see, the packaging is just stunning. I don't know, I think it's partially the reason why I purchased it, because it just gives me like an ice cream dessert or something like this. So beautiful. And let's have a quick look at the shades. So I'm just going to say that straight away. As you can see, this is very colorful yet pastel palette. So let me tell you this, if you're not a fan of colors, or if you're expecting like really bright ones, then this is not what you're going to get. What you see is what you get here. These shades are pastel-like, so the pigmentation, and there is a pigmentation, there is like a really nice pigmentation to those colors, but you're not going to get like those really crazy results here. Everything you create will be quite muted. But that's what the name indicates, I feel like. Also, if you don't like colors, then obviously you're not going to have much fun with it anyway. So if you don't like colors, or if you don't really like pastels, then I guess this palette is just not for you. But if you are all about pastels this season, please continue watching. I will show you all the swatches and tell you a little bit of what I think about it in general. So first up we have Tulle. This is cream to powder matte bubblegum pink. Next up we have Illusion. I'm just going to swatch it here. This is duochrome sheer pink peach. Next up we have Mint Frost sparkling metallic icy turquoise, and this is a shimmery shade. Look at that, that's actually so pretty. I'm always trying to like squeeze the shades in, but like I can't really see where I'm swatching, so that makes it a bit difficult. Then we have Bora cream to powder. This is matte medium lilac. Let me just kind of like have a look. See, this is what we've got so far. Next up we have Dainty over here. This is duochrome sparkling pink with golden champagne. That's a very long name or description. Next up, this one over here, this is a Brisk matte pastel mint. Then we have Adriatic duochrome bright turquoise and gold here. And next up we have Starlet coral pink with golden peach, and this is a duochrome again, so here it is. Next up we have Bellini pastel peach, and this is cream to matte formula. Next up we have Bubble matte pastel cornflower, this one over here. Oh, that's pretty. So next one is Limoncello, that one over here, and this one is metallic icy pastel yellow. And then we have Due, which is duochrome lilac teal. So the last three we have Airy, and this is matte pastel sky blue. Then we have Zest. This is matte pastel lime, and then we have Feather pastel lavender pink, and this is that one over here. So here are all the swatches on my arm, and you can probably tell just by looking at it that this might not be the best palette if you have like darker skin tones. I think this will work perfectly to anybody from like fair skin tones to like I would say darker medium, because I think you could just pull it off if you're a bit darker than me, but not by much. I think if you have like deeper skin tones, this might be a little bit like underperforming, but other than that, this is like a really pretty, I think these swatches are really pretty, although they are not like super bright. Just as I said, these are more of like kind of like muted shades. If you prefer darker, brighter shades, I think maybe you should try the Circo Loco palette from Natasha Denona. But this one, what you're definitely going to get from this is definitely pastel. So my thoughts, I do think the quality is really good. Obviously these shades have a little bit different formula. They are lighter, they're not as creamy as you would usually expect from Natasha Denona, but I don't think this actually indicates the lack of quality or something like that. It's just, I think the formula is actually adjusted to what we are supposed to achieve with this palette. I really love those shades. I think they're amazing, and I might say something that's actually quite surprising. Even though this palette is very colorful, I think this is quite a good palette for beginners. And let me show you why. We have like those groups of colors that will allow us to create this really easy kind of like almost monochromatic look. We have those like purpley pink shades, those like two more like orangey or like peachy ones. They can just work with the purpley ones as well. Then we have some greens that can work with this Limoncello shade over here, and then we have some blues over here. So you can create like a couple of like monochromatic looks if you're a beginner, if you don't really want to experiment with things. I did actually use pinkish shades on my eyelids today. I didn't really do anything too crazy. But I kind of like the way it kind of worked out. And I think if you just kind of want to take it a step farther, you can just create like a monochromatic look, like let's say pinky purplish on your like upper eyelid, and then on your like lower lash line you can just do something with like greens or like blues. So if you want to be, you know, a little bit more colorful, yet you don't really feel comfortable like putting contrasting colors next to each other, because that obviously requires a little bit more, like a better technique, I guess. I think this is a good palette for a beginner, as long as you like your colors and as long as you like your pastels. I think this is a good palette to kind of start your journey with those like monochromatic looks, which you can easily create, and then just go from there. So I can definitely recommend it, but as I said before, it's very much down to your personal preferences, because what you get is what you see, okay? You're not going to create anything other than like pastel kind of looks on your face. And just what I said before, I think this palette is more suitable for people with like lighter skin tones. I think it would work even better on someone who's lighter than me, but I can still pull it off. And I think you can, if you even go to like slightly darker medium, it should still be fine. But I think the darker your skin is, these shades will be like less visible and like less spectacular on your eyelids. All in all, I'm quite happy with my purchase. I think this is a perfect palette for spring and summer. I'm definitely going to use it a lot. And I'm definitely going to experiment with this a little bit and try to create more colorful makeup looks. So I'm just going to give you one last look before we finish this video. This is the palette, these are the swatches. This is what you can probably expect if you're just similar, if your skin is a similar shade to mine. That's how visible the shades will be on you. Thank you very much for watching. For more beauty related content, check those videos here. I'm going to see you very soon in my next video. Take care, bye!